3 months ago, nomads found her dying in northern Syberia. Walker, Kate Walker, born in New York in the United States. She had an American passport on her. She showed up at the clinic last week. She's recovering. She's fine.
You're certain, Olga Efimova? You have to keep her there until we arrive.
I will do what it takes. You can count on me, Colonel.
Oh, my head.
Hello, Kate Walker.
Hello?
My name is Kirk, Kate Walker. Kirk of the Ukol tribe. Do you remember the Ukols?
Where are we? My memory's all mixed up. There was a terrible blizzard with snow and ice, and then nothing.
We are in the clinic of Dr. Zamyatin, in the town of Valsambor.
How did I end up here?
We Ukols migrate with our snow ostriches to the sacred lands. It's a long journey. A very special journey. 1 month ago, we found you dying on a riverbank there in the north. We took you in and our shaman cared for you. Afterwards, we continued our journey. And today, we are both here to finish getting better.
You lost a leg.
It was an accident, you know. Some people don't like nomads like us. But don't worry about me. Dr. Zamyatin asked a master craftsman from Valsambor to make me a new leg, and he's going to put it on me when it's ready. It will be like a brand new leg.
Why are you tied to that bed?
That was the decision of Madame Olga, Dr. Zamyatin's assistant. She says I'm too restless, and it's the only way to make sure I get better. Apparently, it's going to take a long time to make my artificial leg. And in the meantime, my people are without a guide and are waiting for me, with the herd, so we can continue.
The Ukols I've met didn't speak my language anywhere near as well as you. I'm very impressed.
From time to time, missionaries and merchants came through our village. I learned very quickly, Kate Walker. It's important if I am to guide my people.
I don't mean to be rude, Kirk, but aren't you a bit young for that?
The spirits do not take age into account when they choose a chief for the Ukols. And the spirits are very wise. They do not make mistakes when they choose the one who will guide our people on the sacred migration.
Why do the Ukols make the journey?
My people live in symbiosis with the great snow ostriches, Kate Walker. Their wool protects us from the cold, their excrement feeds our crops, and their meat feeds us. They are also our mounts and beasts of burden, so we must follow them wherever they go.
And do they migrate because of the weather?
No, Kate Walker. They go to the sacred lands to reproduce. It is an event that only occurs a few times per century. For the Ukols, it is rare to be able to boast of having participated in more than 3 migrations during one's lifetime.
If you don't mind my asking, about your leg, what exactly happened to you?
Soldiers bombed the route we were taking with our caravan. For no reason. Just to frighten us and force us to turn back. I was a bit too close to the explosion. A piece of rock. That's it.
You mean the authorities did it on purpose? But why?
They think that the snow ostrich migration has no place in today's world. and that my tribe should settle down once and for all. But we will never do that, Kate Walker. That would mean defying the spirits. And the Yukols fear the spirits far more than the soldiers.
Well, Kirk, I'm delighted to have made your acquaintance. I guess I have to go tell the staff that I'm awake, I feel fine, and I have no intention of hanging around here.
Of course, Kate Walker. I'm sure someone will be in the yard. Maybe even Madame Olga.
What? Hello? Is anybody there?
I don't think anybody heard you, Kate Walker. Try using the call button that's located next to the door.
Nothing. It doesn't work, Kirk.
I think I saw some of the staff using it the other day. Take a good look at the mechanism, Kate Walker. Maybe you can find a way to get it working again.
This diagram shows how to turn the call button on, but I can't do anything until I can get at the internal mechanism.
Search the room. I'm sure you'll be able to find something you can use to open it up with. That should do the trick quite nicely. Now try to use it to see if you can repair the call button.
Right. Let's see if I can repair the mechanism.
If you're not sure, maybe the diagram you saw earlier might help.
Finally. Right, now I just have to find a supervisor.
Well done, Kate Walker. I'm going to have a bit of a rest now. Please try to come back and say goodbye to me before you go.
Go hold your head under the ice water in the fountain, Nikita. That'll clear up your damn headaches.
Not his time. This isn't a normal headache. It's like a pile of rusty nails rattling in my skull.
Well, that's you settled then. Did you speak to Madame Olga or Dr. Mongolin?
No. Maybe they're the ones sticking the damn nails in my head while you're finally awake, number 10. What can I do for you?
Well, it seems to me that I'm cured. And now I'd like to be on my way.
Given your condition, that would seem somewhat premature and perhaps even unreasonable, number 10.
I am not a number. My name is Kate Walker. I would appreciate it if you would call me by my name, Doctor.
There's a perfect example. That aggression boiling up within you. I'm afraid that it may be a significant traumatic after effect.
So you're refusing to let me leave?
Oh, no, of course not, miss. I have no intention of abusing any of the prerogatives of my position. Nonetheless, first you must submit to a series of tests that are designed to demonstrate that you have fully recovered. You understand. Please, sit down.
On that?
Yes, don't be afraid.
What the?
Don't worry about these restraints. Merely a simple formality that's part of the protocol that Dr. Olga, our supervisor, has implemented. Right. I do believe that we can begin. Now, be so kind as to state your first and last names, age, and place of birth, please.
My name is Kate Walker. I was born in New York, and I'll be 30 this year.
Good, miss. Up until now, my device would seem to corroborate what you say.
You're using a lie detector?
It's procedure. Please stop worrying and talk to me instead of your friends and family. Are you on good terms with them?
No, I cut off with them. I haven't had any news from my mother for weeks. And Dan, my fiancé, left me for my best friend Olivia.
You seem to be basking in this chaos and anarchy, Miss Walker. Is this inclination for disorder connected to this Hans Voralberg and Oscar? You spoke about them at length while you were delirious.
Oscar was an automaton and Hans Voralberg was the person who made him. We became friends, and I went with them on a long journey through Europe. There you have it.
To be honest, what I'm interested in, Miss Walker, is that during your travels you were in contact with the Yukol people, the nomads who brought you here to Velzembor. In your opinion, what should we fear from such a primitive tribe of savages who understand neither law nor border, refusing civilization and settlement? Do I need
I think, Doctor, that the Ukals live in harmony with nature, time, and space. They have no real reason to change the way they live.
Now that is an example of typical American idealism. Maybe you should go back to New York right away. I'm sure your brilliant ideas will be justly appreciated there.
I don't intend on going back. Not now, later, and maybe never.
So you intend to continue your journey through our country. A hazardous undertaking with neither goal nor destination. Pity for a brilliant New York attorney who seemed to have a gleaming future.
That's not for you to decide, Doctor. For the rest, I think I've demonstrated throughout this interview that I present no psychological after effects from my injuries. I would therefore like you to authorize my release now.
Of course, of course. Do calm down, Miss Walker.
I'm sorry, but I'm not used to being interrogated like this.
Some years ago, I would have interrogated you in a very different manner, Miss Walker. I grant that I may still feel some nostalgia for the good old traditional methods. You're one of the very last representatives of a world that is fast disappearing, Miss Walker. A disordered world that no one will miss. This key is much like you, unstructured and uncontrollable. If you're able to find a way to use it to leave this floor, then you shall have proved that you are permanently cured.
I would like to get my things back before I leave.
You will find them there.
Turn around. The elevator to get out. Now, how am I supposed to open it? But
What on earth's wrong, Miss Walker?
I don't understand. The key. It didn't work.
I did warn you, you know. You can't be at all well enough yet to deserve to be released already. Answer me, please!
No, there must be a problem with your damn key.
Our keys are somewhat old, I will admit. But they've never failed me yet when called upon to do their duty.
Well, there's a first time for everything. You can see that I managed to use the key and that I am perfectly cured. I have the right to leave.
Impossible, Miss Walker. The rule is very clear. Only those patients who are capable of opening the door may leave this floor. Answer me.
Right. Since you won't help me, I want to speak with your superior, Dr. Olga.
You can do that when she comes by to see you for her daily visit. But please don't count on me to disturb her before then.
There's a problem with the key. That's obvious. I need to find out where it comes from. I already know that everything works here. Let's check the key. These holes, it looks like something's been removed from the key. No doubt about it, my key's been deliberately damaged. I need to find a perfect copy if I want to be able to repair it. Uh-huh. I see. According to the picture, there's a pin missing. I need to find a way to fix it. But how am I going to manage it?
How are you, Kate Walker? Is your departure from the clinic imminent?
I'm afraid not.
You seem upset. What's wrong?
I have to use a kind of key to open a door and finally get out of this place. It's a kind of a test, you know? A test that I passed, but the key didn't work. And when I compared it with an original, I saw it had been sabotaged. I'm getting the impression they're trying to keep us here by any means, Kirk. Whether we want to stay or not.
That's a serious accusation. Are you sure?
The proof is building up. First there's that key which doesn't work, and that bed you're trapped in, and your missing prosthesis.
It's true that I've been very weak since I began Madame Olga's treatment. But she says that it's normal. She calls it temporary secondary effects.
We really need to get out of here, Kirk.
Unfortunately, I cannot undertake the long migration of the ostriches without the mechanical leg, Kate Walker. But you, on the other hand, you can leave.
But how?
Show me the model of the key you told me about. I can't use this knife for anything with things the way they are. Show me the model of the key instead, please. Show me the model of the key instead, please. That's what I thought. With this, my tribe smith should be able to repair your key. If, of course, you find a way to get it to him.
I doubt they have a postal service here.
Go onto the balcony. Our shaman's messenger is never very far. I use it to communicate with my people. You can give it the key. It'll take it to my tribe smith.
Got it. Thank you so much, Kirk. Hey you! Birdie! Birdie! I've got something for you! Kirk's tribe's camp, I guess. Hey you! Birdie! Birdie! I've got something for you. This must be Valsambor, the town Kirk told me about. Hey there, that's it. Come on, come here. About that bird, Kirk. I must be doing something wrong. It won't come to me when I call it.
It's true that the old owl is a bit of a lunatic. Have you tried to get it to land on the balcony?
No, but I don't see what I can use for that.
Look around the yard, Kate Walker. You may find something that might interest the board.
Why not? I'll give it a shot. Thank you for your help, Kirk. Wow. The owl flew away with the key, Kirk.
That's good news, Kate Walker. Now we only need...
Kirk. What's wrong?
Dr. Olga's treatment.
Kirk, can you hear me? Wake up!
Come. No need to be alarmed, Miss Walker.
Who are you? And what have you done to Kirk? You're the one who put him in this torture device.
Calm down, Miss Walker. I'm Dr. Olga Efimova.
I don't care who you are. Bring Kirk round. Immediately.
Fainting is a secondary effect inherent in the treatment, Miss Walker. Nothing more. In medicine, despite any discomfort, protocol must be respected.
Oh, you mean that horrible mechanical bed where that poor boy is waiting for a prosthesis that never comes? That's protocol? And I suppose the same is true for the absurd interrogation I had to go through.
You seem to have developed a singular paranoia since you came out of the coma. When we get the chance, I'll look into it. But for now, I'm going to ask you to please leave. I have to administer the next stage of the treatment to your young friend. Did you hear me?
Dr. Efimova, I demand to be released from this clinic. And trust me, I will be denouncing the curious way you've treated Kirk and your other patients. You have a very unique way of practicing medicine.
I find your defiance troubling, Miss Walker. I'm responsible for ensuring your recovery goes well. Of course, I can only strongly disapprove of a premature release.
I'm not interested in your opinion. Let me leave this instant.
Fine. Unfortunately, I cannot prevent you from leaving us. But please assuage my professional conscience before you go, and let me check your pulse.
What the...
It's for your own good, Miss Walker. Believe me, you must receive treatment, whether you like it or not.
I can't believe Dr. Olga drugged me. That woman is completely insane.
Kate Walker.
Kirk! How do you feel?
Not very well, I'm afraid.
You can't stay like this, Kirk. I've got to find some way to get you out of that damn machine.
You'll be putting yourself in danger for nothing, Kate Walker. Even if you find a way to get me out, I'm far too weak to go back to my people. And anyway, I need my mechanical prosthesis to undertake the Great Ostrich Migration.
So what do you want me to do? I'm not going to leave you in the hands of that crazy Olga.
The best thing, Kate Walker, is for you to go alone. And if you really want to help me, once you are outside, go to Valsambor and try to recover my prosthesis from the craftsman. If you bring it back to me, Dr. Zamiatin will put it on, and I will be able to go back to my tribe.
Can we trust Dr. Zamiatin? I'm not so sure when I see what this clinic is like.
The man has always been a friend to the Ukols, and I'm sure he'll be able to help you leave the hospital and find the craftsman in Valsambor.
Okay. I promise to come back as soon as I can with your prosthesis, Kirk. Until then, hang in there.
Thank you, Kate Walker. And may the spirits be with you.
Well, what do you know? Damn key doesn't work.
Ah, hello, Miss Walker. How very delightful to see you up and about. Even if I really have to admit that I'm a bit surprised. Our dear Dr. Olga painted a far darker picture of your current state of health.
Dr. Efimova and Dr. Mangling want everyone to believe that I'm crazy, so they can justify keeping me here against my will.
Olga did indeed speak to me about your unfortunate penchant for paranoia. Be careful not to let such perilous perturbations flourish in your mind, Miss Walker. They may be the source of many of your difficulties, for you and for those around you.
Sadly, I assure you that my accusations are well-founded, Dr. Zamiatin. I'm of perfectly sound mind.
Listen to me, Miss Walker. I know that waking up after a prolonged period in a coma is difficult. In such a context, anxiety attacks are very normal. But please, do not project it onto Dr. Olga. I'm not getting any younger, you know, and running this clinic is a very heavy burden. The last few years, Olga has shown she is capable of assisting me. I have every faith in her.
I'm not having an anxiety attack, Doctor. When I asked Olga to let me leave, she drugged me.
I know. Olga has informed me of the incident. According to her, you were unfortunately very aggressive and disturbed, and she had to inject a tranquilizer. Dr. Mangoling spoke to me about your violent tendencies.
But...
The subject is closed, Miss Walker. Please tell me about that pendant you have around your neck. I must admit I noticed it as soon as you walked in.
it's a souvenir.
Of a good memory or a bad one?
Both at once, really.
Of course, just like with all memories, right? At any rate, what's currently important for you is to avoid being too haunted.
Dr. Zamiatine, I promised Kirk I'd go to the craftsman in Valsambur and bring back his mechanical prosthesis. The poor boy has been waiting for it for ages, so I'd like to try to speed up the process. Would you tell me how to get there?
Now there's a truly noble initiative, Miss Walker. I asked my clockmaker friend Simon Steiner to manufacture the young Yukal's mechanical prosthetic leg. He's a capable craftsman and ingenious. You'll find him in his workshop, near the Valsambur port. I imagine he must almost be finished with his work by now. He makes amazing things. You'll see.
Can you authorize my release so that I can see Dr. Steiner? Unfortunately, I've been told that the clinic is in lockdown.
You will have to ask Dr. Olga, Miss Walker. She signed the current order to lock our establishment down. She's in charge of giving out the passes. This book should answer any of the questions you may have about our Yukal's friends. Farewell and bon voyage, Miss Walker.
Why did the Yukals ask you to heal Kirk?
On each of their migrations, the Yukal shamans and I have exchanged medical knowledge. Their trance therapy and materia medica have provided astounding results for my patients affected by psychological afflictions. In exchange, I do what I can to take care of those injured that they can't heal using their traditional medicine. Like, that poor boy who lost his leg.
How many ostrich migrations have you seen?
This is the third one. I'm lucky to have seen so many of them. It's a rare spectacle. Believe me, the great herd of ostriches accompanied by the Yukals, doomed to blindly follow their animals wherever they happen to roam. And they don't care about countries, wars, and borders.
You seem to like the Yukals, Dr. Zamiatine.
They are a fascinating people, you know, and such astonishing medicine infused with shamanism. Without which, no doubt, you would have never arrived in this clinic alive, Miss Walker.
I get the impression that the Yukals aren't much liked around here.
Indeed. It would seem that most of the inhabitants of Valsambur are now quite hostile towards them. This wasn't the case a while back, you know. When I was young, the migration of the snow ostriches was an event widely welcomed with open arms in Valsambur.
Why the change in attitude?
Our region was actually somewhat devastated 20 years ago. Dramatic events changed the way people viewed the world. The people turned inward on themselves. They are less welcoming. And the fact that the Yukals have been stuck here, next to Lake Valsambur for several weeks, hasn't helped.
It's really necessary for me to ask Olga's permission to leave? You're the director of this clinic, after all.
Olga is my right-hand woman. I can't keep her uninvolved in current matters, Miss Walker. She is also currently your doctor. You should really talk with her about it. She isn't as evil as you seem to believe. You'll find her in her office, most probably.
Medical studies, alternative medicine manuals, great literature. Super collection.
The American is awake. You must hurry, Colonel.
How is she doing?
Miss Walker is rather restless. I had to administer a tranquilizer, but I'm afraid I won't be able to keep her here for very long, Colonel. She is very quickly going to become a problem.
Kate Walker will always represent a problem for us, and also for our cause, Dr. Olga Efimova.
I can use methods that are more... how should I put it? Medical.
No, not for the moment. That isn't a very good idea. I want her back in good condition. And what about the tribe of nomads?
Just like the past few years, Lake Valsambor hasn't frozen over, so the herd can't cross the ice. They're stuck here. And also, their young guide is still in our... If everything goes as planned, soon the Yukuls will have no choice but to go back home. Especially as I have a plan to speed things up.
Fine.
There's also the American detective, Colonel. He should be arriving soon.
Let him meet with Miss Walker if that's what he wants to do. No point alarming him just yet. But when all is said and done, we're the ones who are handling the young woman's case. No American is going to come here and tell us what to do.
What? Where did she go?
Hello, Miss Efimova. I'm here to see you too. Kate Walker, it really is you! What a coincidence. I've been looking for you for weeks.
Mr. Canton, I presume?
Ah, I see that my reputation precedes me. Miss Efimova must have told you I was coming.
No, I just now learned of your existence, Mr. Canton. A while ago, my employer in New York informed me that he was going to stick a detective on my back.
I don't like to boast, but I'm the best detective on the East Coast. Never a problem with me. I've been asked to bring you back home safe and sound, Miss Walker. I should be in Valsambor in a few hours.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Mr. Canton. I'm sure that finding me hasn't been easy.
Oh my God, you have no idea.
I'm afraid this might upset you, but I'm not planning on going back to the United States for the moment, Mr. Canton.
To be honest, you don't really have a choice. The U.S. Justice Department is looking for you, and I even have an international arrest warrant for you, Miss Walker. Who'd have thought?
The feds are looking for me? But what's the charge? I've done nothing wrong.
Embezzlement! Apparently you took off with a contract for the sale of the clockwork toy factory in Voralberg. And you took advantage of the seller's senility. You're even suspected of being responsible for the death of one of them, a Mr. Hans Voralberg, the last heir authorized to sign contracts with the company you represented. That's not negligible. You know, Miss Walker.
This is completely ridiculous. And as far as I know, you aren't authorized to represent the Justice Department in this country. You're just a detective. So you'll have to put up with it, Mr. Canton. I'm not going back to New York with you. So leave me alone!
Wait, Miss Walker. Please be reasonable.
Goodbye, Mr. Canton. Charming.
Hurry up.
Yes, Dr. Elfimova. I'm doing whatever I can. Get this damn tap open in the end, you'll see. That's it.
Well, that should convince the Yukon scum to strike camp and go back where she came from. Come on, Helmet. Let's not hang about here.
Yes, of course, Dr. Efimova.
What a catastrophe.
quickly, or all ostrich is lost. Miss Catwalk, help please! Miss Catwalk must do something! Quick!
Ah! Ostriches maybe die poisoned? Help me!
Help, please, Miss Catwalk!
Engenemuk. Tuk. Bikolet.
Miss Catwalk? Sen venu tuk. Meneer Buruth.
My God, what happened to that poor ostrich?
Ostriches want drink very bad water, Tuk. When ostrich is thirsty, and ostrich is not smart, Miss Catwalk. She lako, Tuk. Head hard like hard rock.
Try to hold them back as long as possible. There must be a way to filter the river water.
Unganemuk. But Miss Catwalk, go quickly.
Miss Kate Walker.
Hello, ma'am.
Da! You remember me, Miss Kate Walker. Me, ayahuasca. Great Yukul shaman. Me go there and find you somewhere there in the world of the spirits.
So you're the one I owe my life to, Madame Ayahuasca. It's you who cared for me before taking me to the doctors in the Valsambor clinic. I don't know how I can ever thank you.
Tuk together. Miss Kate Walker go clean river water right up there. Since she traveled long time in magic world, spirits now her friends. They will show her the right path.
Very well. If you say that the spirits are going to give me a hand, I'll try to do that. Ladies and gentlemen of the spirit world, if you want to show me the way, now's the time. Just had to ask, I guess. This gauge is obviously for measuring the water flow from the dam. gauge is obviously for measuring the water flow from the dam. The water is clean now, but who knows how much damage has already been done.
First guide not come back here. Now all water poisoned. Not good signs.
Bairla, Miss Ketwalk. Thanks you and spirits. Ostriches saved.
Be careful all the same, Mr. Barut. The dam filtering the water may not hold very long.
Sa! Yukos leave here fast to make sure Ostrich is safe. But not possible without Kirk. Him our guide.
I just came from the clinic. Kirk and I shared a room.
Sa! How going, Kirk?
He's fine. Don't worry, Mr. Barut.
Took. So why him not come back with you?
It's taking a while to finish his artificial leg, it would seem.
No, Kirk. Yukos cannot leave here. So ostriches want continued journey without Yukos. Can't keep ostriches here very long. Ostriches cross Lake Valsambor alone. And then eaten by lake spirits. Took.
The ostriches crossing the lake, so that has to be a part of the migration?
Tuk Tuk. Baranur, on other side of lake, is path of sacred plains. Ostriches lay eggs in hot sand on sacred plains. But lake, not anymore frozen, so not be able cross.
Listen, Mr. Barut, do your best to calm your ostriches while I go to Valsambor. I promised Kirk to go get his prosthesis and bring it back to him.
Bartla Tuk. Miss Ketwalk, you friend of Yukol's.
I'm going to speak with the shaman now.
Ayahuasca will be very happy. See Miss Ketwalk. She go with you and around you a lot in world of spirits, so they free you. You not die because of her.
This forge is magnificent.
Miss Cakewalk will find everything that she seek here.
Business not so good. Authorities become hostile.
What a pretty pattern. If only I had the time to take a little nap. The Ucal craftsmen must make these statuettes by the dozen.
Hello, little lady.
Things went better with the Ucals before, that's for sure.
What an amazing jumble. Not at all like New York markets.
You buy kilo artichoke. So give me 50 grams walnuts. Cheap, cheap, cheap. A good deal, not cheap.
You nomads, you really do have a good nose for business. All right, then, please give 2 kilos, young man. But, oh gracious me! My wallet! Someone has stolen my wallet! Hey, you! Give it back this instant! Duke? Ah! Duke! The townspeople are right. You Ucals, ever since you got stuck here, you've been showing what you're really like. A bunch of chicken thieves, that's all you are.
Dimitri, what's going on?
What's going on is that people are right to think what they think when they see this. Those damn Ucals have it in their blood. This little peepsqueak here stole my wallet.
Don't be upset, honey. I have your wallet. I'm your wife, remember?
Sinister.
Ha! Miss Kate Walker. You have good news?
To be honest, nothing great. Kirk, your young guide, is in the hands of Olga Efimova. That woman has the director of the clinic, Dr. Zamiatin, under her thumb. She also seems to be in tight with a shady soldier. These people hate you, Ayahuasca. They can't stand your way of life. They're the ones who poisoned your ostrich's water. I think they're also holding up Kirk's prosthesis to keep him in the clinic and stop you from continuing your migration.
People not like Yukos now. Yukos out of date. Tuk-tuks. If Yukos without guide, not able continue great voyage. Return to North and never leave again. And then ostriches die.
Well, hold on. We're not at that stage yet. I promised Kirk I'd go to Valsambor to bring back his mechanical leg.
Tuk. Magic leg not only problem for Yukos.
What's the other problem?
Ayahuasca sees bad spirits everywhere on long road for Yukos. Now many very, very bad spirits on lake and also after. Baranor, very dangerous. Bad luck everywhere. Ayahuasca very, very scared.
There may be another way to cross the lake instead of waiting for it to freeze. I'll find out when I visit Valsambor.
Why Miss Kate Walker decide to do all this for us?
Without the Yukos, I would have died of cold and hunger next to a Siberian river. It's only natural I should give you a hand in return.
Look! So Miss Kate Walker decide accompany Yukos on great journey?
We'll see. First, I have to go to Valsambor. But like you, I seem to be a prisoner in this camp.
Yukos not have right to go to Valsambor now. Miss Kate Walker like them. Now she must find pass so that she able to leave here.
Where can I find a pass so I can leave the camp?
Before, you cabin at camp exit. Get in small pieces so now we cannot use. Miss Kate Walker should ask client tourists in Valsambor.
Strange the lake taking so long to freeze. This must be a consequence of global warming.
Bad spirits at bottom of lake make water very hot. Really nasty bad spirits everywhere now.
I was told about everything your tribe did for me when you found me. Thank you so much.
Miss Kate Walker cured. That's what counts. Job of ayahuasca.
I'm going to try to find the pass that you told me about.
Miss Kate Walker, go quickly.
What a funny smell. A hide. Must be for making clothing.
Business not so good. Authorities become hostile.
clinic. I hope Kirk is okay up there. A checkpoint for the municipal employees.
Stop! You may not pass.
May I ask why not?
Miss, as the inopportune loitering of the Yukon nomads in town was proving to be disturbing the tranquility of the inhabitants, Mayor Bulakin has ordered access to Valsambor to henceforth be restricted to those presenting a duly stamped pass, which confers the authorization to access said town.
Look at me. Do I really look like a Yukon to you?
My dear young lady, your physiognomy is not sufficient. Only presentation of said municipal pass shall be acceptable.
But...
Without a pass, you shall not pass.
Do I really need a pass?
Indispensable. So cease arguing and keep moving.
Nothing useful here. A stamp. Looks like something's missing, though. There's a shape ingrained in the leather. Only the stamp is missing. How practical. Only the stamp is missing. How practical. No way. There's a shape ingrained in the leather. Over time, the stamp got imprinted into the leather. It looks like the Valsambor stamp.
Tuk tuk!
And how am I getting home if I give you my town pass?
Give you my pass to enter the city, and then what next?
A town pass? You need to go to the town hall, young miss.
Now all client tourists think yokels are thieves.
Sir, excuse me.
Hello, miss. You're not actually from here. I can hear it. What on earth is a young American doing in our beautiful land? Business? Or perhaps tourism?
Oh, it's a long story, believe me.
I see. In any event, you must try and visit our town. You know, Valsambor is very charming this season. And may I suggest you drop by my tavern? It's the best restaurant in town. Can I be of some assistance, miss?
Well, I'd love to, but unfortunately I learned that now I need a pass to get into Valsambor. I'm looking for someone who can help me get one.
Ah, yes, that's true. That's a pain it is. But you're actually in luck. I may be able to do something for you. This is my wife's pass. She's not well, so she couldn't come with me. The document is perfectly valid, except she forgot to get it stamped at the town hall.
And that's a problem?
I'm afraid so. Without the stamp, the document is worthless. Not that long ago, you just needed to get it officially stamped at the police checkpoint, over there at the camp gate. But there hasn't been anybody there since the town decided to come down hard on the U-calls.
So this pass is useless?
Not necessarily. You need to add a stamp that looks like the official Valsambor seal. The police aren't that sharp-sighted around here, I have to admit. Anyway, I didn't say a word. Good luck, miss. And don't forget to drop by my tavern when you're in Valsambor.
Hello.
Look, Mark, Miss Catwalk. Need something from Forge?
Well, yes, I do. I need a stamp that has the same shape as the Valsenborg seal and that I can use with the press at the camp gate.
Complicated. Need model. Tuk tuk. You have that, Miss Catwalk? Complicated. Smith also need wax for mold. Good job. Stamp ready in not long time.
A squid lying in a puddle of ink. Poor creature. Stamps. But not one is the right shape, of course. Nothing useful here. No way. Let's try something else. Nothing. I have to find a way to attach the stamp or it'll fall out again. Let's try something else. Apparently, I need to have the official Valzenborg stamp on this for it to be accepted as official. There's a shape ingrained in the leather. Apparently, I need to have the official Valzenborg stamp on this for it to be accepted as official. I have to find a way to attach the stamp or it'll fall out again. I have to find a way to attach the stamp or it'll fall out again. have to find a way to attach the stamp or it'll fall out again. I have to find a way to attach the stamp or it'll fall out again. Only the stamp is missing. How practical.
Hello, Miss Walker. Very happy to finally catch up with you.
Mr. Canton, what on earth do you want?
To take you back home, whether you like it or not. Come on, give me your hands, please. Did you understand anything that I asked you?
I'm not going with you. Do you hear? Leave me alone.
You're alone here without friends or acquaintances, and you have nowhere to go, Miss Walker. So be reasonable. Turn around and hold out your hands. Don't make me use force to restrain you. Mr. Marston? Finally, I have her. Yes, she is safe and sound. I have Miss Walker under control. I'll keep you informed of our progress. It'll take a day or two at most. I suppose there are a few procedural obstacles to overcome before we can leave the country.
Listen, all these things I'm accused of are completely untrue. Hans's murder, embezzlement, it's nonsense. And while we're wasting time here, I can't help the Ukels. And believe me, they really need it.
I am not your enemy, Miss Walker. If you haven't done anything like you say, it's in your interest to go back and defend yourself in court. There's nothing left for you to do here anyway. Not everyone here is your friend in these parts, I'm afraid.
Well, all right, Mr. Canton. You win.
I'm glad you're finally being reasonable, Miss Walker.
Now we just need to wait for the representative of the regional military authorities for the administrative procedures. I don't think it'll take long to get our papers, so we can leave this place then.
How long do we have to wait? I've been through a lot over the last few months, you know. I'm recuperating. I'm still a bit weak.
Well, it could take a few hours at the outside.
Would you mind bringing me a glass of water? I don't feel too well. I feel a bit dizzy.
I'd have to leave you here in the meantime. I'm not sure that...
Please, Mr. Canton. I really think I'm going to faint.
Don't worry, Miss Walker. I'll see what I can do. But don't move.
Quick! I have to get free and get out of here while Canton is busy. Useless. That's no use to me. A glass bottle. Maybe if I knock it over. It didn't break. God, I need to find something else. Too far. Free at last. All right, let's get out of here before Canton comes back.
Miss Walker! No, wait! I have an arrest warrant for this woman. Arrest her! My pass! Give it back to me! Immediately, you hear?